A 4th gen Camry with only 43,000 miles on it? What? And it could be yours. Let's find out how. Let's get started. This is a 2001 Toyota Camry, and it's part of a youth services called Rawhide. They brought this car to kind of get it inspected and checked out today. We're going to look it over together and kind of do an inspection and see if it needs anything before it's headed to eBay auctions. Like I mentioned, this car could be yours. It's going to be listed for sale on some eBay auctions, and I'll explain that here in a little bit. There'll be a link in the description. But this thing is like new. Even the interior smells new. Everything is in very, very good shape. We're going to see if it does need if it has any leaks or need any work or anything. We'll get it up in the air. But before we do that, let's take a look around this thing and bask in its glory. Guys, most of these things are rusted out in the scrapyard, cash for clunkers, gone. I haven't seen a lot of these in a long time. I see one or two, maybe a year. And this one is immaculate. Let's take a look around it. Here's the front of this Camry, a view we haven't seen in a long time because like I mentioned, most of these cars are gone by now. Headlights are nice and clear. It does have hubcaps on it. It doesn't have alloy wheels or anything. Those are stamped steels. And they are 15-inch wheels. So as I go down the side, you can see there's no rust, no dents or anything on that side. This thing is a true survivor Camry. As I go to this side, there is one small little hail dent or something right here above the passenger rear wheel. But otherwise, it is in really, really good shape. Let's go ahead and hop under the hood. So the story on this car is it's a one-owner grandma's car. We always hear about grandma's LeSabre or Cadillac, whatever. This is basically the same story here that explains the low miles, and it was donated to Rawhide Youth Services. When we get a car in the shop, we usually don't get much information about it besides the issues it's having, but that's not the case with this one. Earlier today, when John dropped off this sweet Camry, he told me he's owned by Rawhide Youth Services based in Wisconsin. John told me Rawhide is a faith-based nonprofit mental and behavioral health provider that has been helping struggling youth and their families since the 1960s. What I really like to hear about Rawhide is they don't turn away kids due to lack of insurance coverage or funding. That's where cars like this Camry come in. People, businesses, or organizations donate cars, trucks, motorcycles, RVs, really anything with an engine. Those vehicles are then resold with proceeds going directly to support their mission. They get cool cars all the time through their program, dependable daily drivers to classic cars to all kinds of project cars. Each item is donated, is inspected, and issues are either addressed or made known. What I really love about their program is they are training the next generation of mechanics. There's a massive shortage of qualified technicians, and Rawhide has teamed up with a local high school that allows kids to earn a credit towards graduation and get an industry-recognized certificate of completion. So what's in it for you guys? Well, you can get some great deals since everything is sold at auction on eBay, like this Camry, this convertible 1966 Bonneville, or this Buick Special with only 13,000 miles. Plus, their YouTube channel features vehicles they sell so buyers can get a virtual tour before bidding. Don't forget to follow their eBay store and get notified when new items are added. Also, be sure to check out the links in the description below. Now let's get back to inspecting this Camry. Guys, this program really spoke to me and Mrs. Wizard. That's why we're doing an ad for it. It helps a lot of struggling youth that are needing help. Also, it's training the next generation of mechanics. It's just like a win-win situation. It really, really is a great organization. Let's check out this engine bay. This is the venerable Toyota 2.2. And it does have some slight corrosion from age on the valve cover, but it is in immaculate shape. It even has some of the stamping, some of the stickers still on it. It definitely shows that it only has 43,000 miles on it. I don't see any leaks, but I do see tons of room to work on everything. Really, really easy to work on these engines. This is definitely truly a grocery getter car, go to church car, daily driver. This thing excels at that, and these are great, great cars. It's really the Camrys in general, especially some of the newer ones you get in 2008, 10, 12. Those are going to be the next Buick LeSabres. You guys know from previous videos that I really can't recommend the LeSabres anymore because they're just getting so old. There's a lot of them still going, but the Camry is going to be the replacement for me for the LeSabres because they're just bulletproof. And it's still amazing to me to look at this thing, and it's in such great shape. Let's let Mrs. Wizard give you guys an interior tour.
Look at that. 43,376 miles. That's it. That's just insane. Being that this is a 2001, this is a 25-year-old car. That's like just a couple thousand a year. That's crazy. But gauges, everything looking great in there. Dash. Okay, I wish you could be in here with me. This thing feels like we're sitting in the showroom in 2001 at Toyota. This is what this looks like. Look at all the buttons. Nothing is even scratched. Nothing has ever happened. We've got our gear selector. We've got 2 covered cup holders here. We open those up. There we go. Looking good down there. We open up the center console. Right, there's nothing in there. I mean, it is absolutely pristine. I don't know if this person ever used this other than maybe as an armrest. As we look over here, look at this. Opens. Yeah, okay, we do not have an owner's manual, but those are available online any longer. But look, everything is just perfect. Latches beautifully. Carpet's looking good down there. Seat is looking good. Loving this design. No wear, no tear on either seat. Looking nice. Door card, again, same case. A lot of beige in here. We're used to seeing charcoals and blacks in today's cars, but in early 2000, beige was it. As we get to the back seat, yeah, this probably hasn't had very many people ever sit in this because, again, this was an elderly person's car, for a very long time until they donated it to the Rawhide program. And so probably nobody really ever sat back there. Headliner, same case, not sagging, looking perfect. And here we are at the steering wheel. We've got the embossed Toyota symbol here. We've got controls for our cruise control over on that side. That's it. We don't have any buttons on here because it's 2001. But again, look at this. No blistering, nothing going on, looking in pristine condition. I'm really wondering what it looks like on the underneath. It's got to look just as new as it does in here.
So it's been a long time since I've been underneath the 4th gen Camry. Like I mentioned, just due to age and salt and rust and everything, there's not many of these left. This one has a little bit of surface rust, but nothing too serious. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Here's our radiator core support area. Nice and clean. I don't see anything leaking from the radiator. Oil pan is dry, transmission is dry, output shafts are dry. Check out these wheels. Brakes are about 60% remaining. There's a little bit of surface rust, but nothing too bad. This strut, if you look up here, you can see it's just starting to leak a little bit of oil out. So these are likely the original struts from 2001, and these front struts are time that's due for new struts. CV boots are good, nothing leaking there, nothing loose. Go to this side, brakes are about 60% or so remaining there. Sway bar link is good, nothing loose. Small amount of surface rust again, and just a tiny bit of leak on the top of the struts, just starting. As we move back, we can see it has its stock catalytic converter. Everything's intact there. I do see some new bolts, so maybe a gasket was leaking here and someone's replaced the gasket and put new bolts. Here's our resonator. No rust on the floor pans. Everything looks basically like new. Here's our fuel tank. Metal, not chintzy plastic like the newer cars. As we move back, I do see that these rear struts also need to be replaced. You can see that the rust is starting to compromise the webbing, and I would just be afraid that that could break or something could go wrong there. Sway bar link is good, nothing loose there. Same story on the struts here. This rust is starting to get to these bracings or webbings, whatever you want to call them. They aren't leaking, but they could be replaced based on the corrosion. Sway bar links are good, nothing loose there. And again, just some minor surface rust here and there, but not much at all for the age. It's really, really in good condition. Let's check the date codes on those tires. So we see here the 48th week of 2020. So that was during COVID, Mrs. Wizard.
Yeah, it was. So, and obviously they haven't driven it much since either.
So it does have some good tires. They've got some life left in them, so no need for new tires. Let's get this thing on the ground. So I'm really amazed if struts are the only thing that need to be replaced on a 25-year-old Camry. That's amazing. Get those taken care of. This thing will last many, many, many more years. I'm just amazed at the condition of this car. We are going to finish some more inspection off camera. We don't want to do 2 hours of an inspection. That would get boring, guys. But some things to think about. If you're getting a PPI done at your local shop, There's some things that frequently get overlooked, and it's in the interior. There's power window switches, power door lock switches, sunroof, does it operate? Even the light bulbs on the gauges that are behind that light up the gauges, does every single bulb light up? Do all the light bulbs light up on the HVAC buttons? Does it shift right? Does it shift in and out of gear smoothly? Does it steer straight? There's a ton of stuff that needs to be checked out. In the future, we'll probably do a video, we'll do a PPI and show you guys so many intricate little things to check. It takes quite a while. It's not something that's done in 10 or 15 minutes. A good PPI can take a couple of hours. What is something that you guys missed when you were looking to buy a new car? You bought the car and you got it home, you're driving it and you found something wrong. You're like, I should have checked this. Let us know in the comments what you think that is. A frequent thing that I see missed is cruise control. Does it work? Does it not? People just do a quick drive around the block, they park the car, they say, I'll take it, then they get it home, they want to drive on the highway, they hit the cruise, and nothing happens. Make sure that works as well. There's so many things that you need to check on a PPI. I guess I'm of the age I can remember the 3rd gen Camrys coming out and the 4th gen, they were everywhere. You couldn't go to an intersection in any part of your town and not see one. They were like roaches. They were everywhere. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I might see 2 or 3 a year. And a lot of them are real ratty and rusted out. Where'd they go? They're Toyotas. They're supposed to last forever. This is something that me and Euro-Asian Bob have talked about a lot over the years. A lot of great cars were lost with cash for clunkers. There was a lot of cars like these that maybe just had a few small items, is worth $1,500, but Cash for Clunkers was offering $3 grand. They said, let this thing go, I want the money. And car after car after car after car. And it did the job, it cleaned up the streets. These cars are gone now. But it's kind of sad because there was a lot of cars that probably could have gone for a lot longer that were just junked because people wanted a quick buck and they couldn't pass up the money. So, like I mentioned also, these are going to be replacing on my list the Buick LeSabres. The LeSabres were great, they're bulletproof. If you find one that's nice and it's in good shape, there's probably still a good buy. But I find it hard to recommend these anymore for a family of 4 that wants to go on a family vacation or go across country to visit a sick or dying loved one and you break down because the thing is literally 25 or 30 years old. Even though they could be in great condition, age still catches up with cars, and it catches up with people as well. You can have triathlon athletes that are in their 40s or 50s and you think, they're probably in the top shape of their life. And then they have a heart attack and they die. You're like, oh, well, that doesn't make sense. How did that happen? I'm telling you guys, age catches up to everything on planet Earth. Now this Camry, this generation, wouldn't be one I would recommend because they're so hard to find and a lot of them have a lot of miles and age on them. But 2008, 10, 12, 15 Camrys, those are the new LeSabres. They are going to last 3, 4, and 500,000 miles. My daughter and her boyfriend have a Camry, and they have put tons of miles on them with very little issues. Just oil changes, maybe tires, a sensor or something or two here or there. Nothing major has gone wrong. They bought them with high miles, and they're putting even more miles on them, and they just won't die. They're that good. So John from Rawhide did trailer this car here so that he didn't rack up a bunch of miles. Again, they're all the way from Wisconsin. Again, I wouldn't recommend this car for someone who wants to use it for a family car to travel all over Timbuktu. It's old. It's getting old. But if you've always wanted one of these 4th gen Camrys with only 43,000 miles on it, it's basically like a time capsule. It's stuck in 2002 or 3. It's literally in that good of shape. We'll let them know about the struts. They can get that taken care of and get that solved before the auction. But make sure to click the link below if you want to bid on this car, or really any of their other cars. There's a chance to strike out on a hidden deal on eBay. I don't know what this is going to go for. I don't know what the price is. It depends on what the bids go for. And what it's worth, I don't know. You guys can determine what it's worth on the eBay auction. But if you have a project car and you're needing another project car for parts, also check them out. Check out their auctions for that. You may find what you're looking for there, exactly what you were looking for all this time. But they do resell anything with an engine. Like I mentioned, RVs, motorcycles, trucks, cars, all kinds of things. So before we go, I'm definitely going to take a seat inside of this and take it in. It might be a long time before I see another 4th gen Camry in this good condition. In fact, I may not see another one in this good condition. You guys, if you're into these, you really wanted one, now's your chance to go buy this one and bid on it. If you're curious what kind of tools we're going to use to work on all the other cars in the shop, check our Amazon affiliates link in the description below. A lot of the tools we use every day are tried and true, are listed for sale there, and if you purchase any of them, we get a small cut and really appreciate it. Make sure to hit the subscribe button before you go and the notification bell because our schedule is full. I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off today, guys. There's so many cars coming in today. More videos for you guys. Thanks for watching.